Hello MotoGP fans. Welcome back to ZNGP Today. Nicolò Bulega stormed to pole position for Sunday's Race of Champions at World Ducati Week in Misano, clocking a 1 foot 34.386 inches that placed him firmly ahead of a diverse grid mixing MotoGP stars, WorldSBK frontrunners, and international talent. Pecco Bagnaia secured third as the fastest MotoGP rider, while Marc Márquez opted for caution, qualifying 12th as he prioritized fitness and risk management over outright speed. The session highlighted the unique character of Ducati's centenary celebration, part festival, part serious competition. Davide Tardozzi made headlines at World Ducati Week by naming Nicolò Bulega as his favorite for the Race of Champions, a choice that reflects both the Superbike leader's current dominance and Ducati's long-term interest in him as a MotoGP candidate. Speaking during the centenary celebrations at Misano, the Ducati team manager balanced heartfelt praise for the brand's fan festival with a candid assessment of the competitive landscape, rider management, and the future of Ducati's racing projects. Gresini Racing is navigating a difficult 2026 season marked by injuries while preparing a bold new rider project for 2027. Team manager Michele Massini used World Ducati Week to assess the campaign so far, outline the incoming Joan Mir, Danny Holgado pairing, and explain how the team plans to meet the technical reset and tire change on the horizon. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. The 25-minute qualifying session brought together riders from across Ducati's racing universe, all mounted on identical Panigale V4 tricolor machines. The format ensured a level playing field, stripping away factory advantages and placing emphasis on adaptability and raw pace. Bulega quickly set the benchmark, his lap times consistently sharper than the rest, while Lorenzo Baldassarri and Bagnaia battled closely for the remaining front row slots. The session revealed a clear divide. WorldSBK riders, accustomed to the Panigale's dynamics, held the edge, while MotoGP entrants needed more adjustment time. The hybrid nature of the event was evident, a celebratory showcase that nonetheless demanded competitive focus, rewarding those most familiar with Ducati's Superbike platform. Bulega's pole lap of 1 foot 34.386 inches was just 3 seconds shy of his WorldSBK race pace at Misano, underscoring his mastery of the Panigale in both championship and exhibition settings. His precision through Misano's flowing corners and confidence on braking zones reflected his current dominance in WorldSBK. Baldassarri, another Superbike regular, trailed by 0.68 seconds, while Bagnaia, despite being Ducati's MotoGP spearhead, was already more than a tenth and a half adrift. Bulega's performance reinforced his reputation as Ducati's rising star, capable of translating championship form into festival competition, and highlighted the growing crossover appeal of WorldSBK talent. Marc Márquez approached qualifying with restraint, conscious of his ongoing recovery and the risks of pushing too hard on non-standard machinery. His 12th place result placed him on the fourth row alongside Hafiz Syahrin and Álvaro Bautista. Márquez's focus was clear: enjoy the event, entertain fans, but avoid jeopardizing his physical condition ahead of the resumption of the MotoGP season. His measured strategy reflected the dual purpose of Ducati Week, a celebration of racing culture where spectacle matters, but where riders also weigh long-term priorities. Franco Morbidelli impressed with 6th, edging teammate Fabio Di Giannantonio, while Ducati test stalwart Michel Pirro slotted into 9th, showcasing his consistency. The grid's depth was enhanced by WorldSBK names like Yari Montella and Álvaro Bautista, alongside international entrants from Moto America, British Superbike, and Asian Championships. This eclectic mix produced a qualifying order that defied expectations, with riders from different disciplines finding their own rhythm on identical machinery. The unpredictable results highlighted adaptability as the key differentiator, rather than factory status or MotoGP pedigree. Fans can follow the Race of Champions live on motorsport.com, with coverage beginning at 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, July 5th. The revamped format, practice and qualifying on Saturday, warm-up and race on Sunday, mirrors a condensed race weekend, adding authenticity to the spectacle. For Ducati enthusiasts worldwide, the event offers not only competitive racing but also a symbolic celebration of the brand's centenary. The broadcast ensures that Ducati Week's unique blend of heritage, competition, and fan engagement reaches a global audience, reinforcing its status as a flagship event. Qualifying at World Ducati Week showcased Nicolò Bulega's dominance, Pecco Bagnaia's resilience, and Marc Márquez's pragmatism. The session captured the essence of the Race of Champions, a festival atmosphere infused with genuine competition, where riders from different disciplines test themselves on equal machinery. With Bulega leading the charge, Bagnaia defending MotoGP pride, and Márquez carefully managing his comeback, Sunday's race promises a compelling mix of spectacle, rivalry, and celebration on Ducati's centenary stage. Ducati's 100th anniversary gave Tardozzi the chance to highlight the brand's unique bond with its supporters. He described the parade of motorcycles through Misano as a moving spectacle, a living symbol of Ducati's heritage and cultural reach. The sheer number of autographs and selfies requested from riders underscored the event's dual nature, part celebration, part direct connection between fans and the athletes they admire. Seeing so many Ducatisti, so many people with affection for the brand, gives us enormous satisfaction. His words captured the essence of Ducati Week, a festival where racing excellence meets fan devotion, reinforcing Ducati's identity as more than just a manufacturer but a community. Tardozzi's choice of Nicolò Bulega as his favorite was not casual. He pointed to Bulega's commanding form in WorldSBK, his motivation, and his ability to deliver results under pressure. For Tardozzi, these qualities mark him as a rider ready to step into MotoGP, especially as Ducati looks ahead to the regulatory changes of 2027. I see Nicolò very fired up and motivated, and I think the results he's getting right now in Superbike certainly make him deserve a spot in MotoGP next year. The endorsement is significant. Ducati has long used Superbike as a proving ground, and Bulega's trajectory suggests he could be the next to make the leap, continuing the brand's tradition of nurturing Italian talent. While Pecco Bagnaia showed speed on the Panigale during practice, Tardozzi was clear that his favorite remains Bulega. Bagnaia's position is complicated by his impending move to Aprilia in 2027, and Tardozzi's comments reflected Ducati's awareness of shifting dynamics in MotoGP. He acknowledged Aprilia's current dominance, and stressed that rivals like Jorge Martin and Marco Bezzecchi remain formidable contenders. The remarks revealed Ducati's pragmatic mindset, respect for competitors, recognition of setbacks, and a refusal to take success for granted despite its historic run of titles. Tardozzi also reminded riders to balance the celebratory nature of the Race of Champions with the demands of their championship calendars. With WorldSBK heading to Donington and MotoGP to Sachsenring the following weekend, he urged caution to avoid unnecessary risks. The Race of Champions is festive, but it cannot jeopardize the rider's primary commitments. His comments highlighted the constant tension between promotional events and competitive obligations, a reality for modern riders who must juggle fan engagement with professional performance. Tardozzi's public backing adds weight to speculation that Bulega could secure a MotoGP seat by 2027. His strong Superbike results, visible motivation, and growing support within Ducati's hierarchy make him a compelling candidate. While Tardozzi acknowledged that riders can surprise and plans can shift, his words suggest Ducati sees Bulega as central to its future strategy. If Ducati formalizes a promotion, it would signal a deliberate pathway from WorldSBK success to MotoGP opportunity, aligning talent development with the sport's upcoming technical reset. Davide Tardozzi's verdict at Misano was emphatic. Nicolò Bulega is the rider to watch, even ahead of established MotoGP champions like Bagnaia. His endorsement blends celebration with foresight, showing Ducati's intent to cultivate its Superbike talent as part of a broader plan for MotoGP's next era. For fans, the message is clear: World Ducati Week is not just about nostalgia and spectacle, but also about glimpsing the future of Ducati's racing ambitions. Massini described a campaign repeatedly disrupted by rider injuries, with Gresini rarely able to field both riders at full fitness simultaneously. The instability has complicated development and race continuity, even as the team has shown flashes of competitiveness. Despite setbacks, Gresini has still produced a Grand Prix win, podiums and front row starts, evidence that the package can fight at the front when the riders are healthy. The team confirmed Joan Mir and Dani Holgado as its 2027 pairing, a deliberate blend of experience and youth. Mir brings proven top-level experience and a platform to rebuild confidence and form, while Holgado represents a high-potential project whose background with Pirelli in lower categories could ease his transition under the new tire regime. On the one hand, we will have a very experienced driver. On the other hand, we will have a young and undiscovered project. The combination is designed to cover short-term performance needs and long-term development as MotoGP's technical landscape shifts. Massini highlighted the 2027 rule changes: lighter bikes, reduced displacement, and Pirelli as the new tire supplier, as a major technical pivot. Gresini has already begun evaluating how those changes will affect bike character and rider adaptation, using recent tests to gather early clues. The team sees the regulatory reset as both a challenge and an opportunity to level the playing field and to tailor its approach around riders with complementary skill sets. Holgado's experience on Pirelli rubber in Moto2 was singled out as a potential advantage, given Pirelli's upcoming role in MotoGP. Massini cautioned that the MotoGP tire will not necessarily mirror Moto2 or WorldSBK compounds, but suggested Holgado's familiarity with the supplier's behavior could shorten his learning curve. Early tests will be decisive in confirming how much of an edge that experience provides once the new tires and bikes are combined. While acknowledging the season's difficulties, Massini expressed confidence in the team's structure and the new project's potential. He stressed the importance of returning both current riders to full fitness this year and of using the remainder of 2026 to prepare technically and organizationally for the 2027 transition. Gresini's message was pragmatic: stabilize the present, build for the future, and use the coming regulatory change as a reset to compete more consistently. Gresini Racing's World Ducati Week statements framed a team in recovery and reinvention, managing short-term injury woes while assembling a deliberately balanced rider lineup for the sport's next era. With Joan Mir's experience and Dani Holgado's youth and Pirelli background, Gresini aims to convert potential into performance as MotoGP moves into a new technical chapter. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. And see you next time!